Hello, guys, and welcome back to another edition of Baseball Talk with the O Brothers. My name is Nicholas Earl, joined here by my brother Tim, and today, talking some World Baseball Classic, we're reviewing the group stage. We'll take a look at the bracket, and you know what? We're going to tell you who wins the whole thing.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea. So we're going to review what happened in the group stage, and then we are going to get into some bracket talk. But I did put out predictions pre-tournament for the World Baseball Classic, and got all four matchups correct.
Oh yeah.
For now, I had the United States winning the group. I had Puerto Rico winning the group, but hey,
you had the right teams coming out.
Task failed successfully. So yeah, let's recap Pool A, and then Pool B, and then C, then D. Canada wins Group A. We had them in the make it out of groups here for when we did our World Baseball Classic video.
We did.
Yes,
you had it.
We had them, and we had Mexico at the top of win a game or two.
Heard.
So felt good about that. Canada, who wins the group, they went 3-1, tied with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico went 3-1 as well. The tiebreaker was Canada winning over Puerto Rico. Cuba went 2-2. They ended up losing to Canada in that last game, which
that was. I will say I was a little bit different with you. I got 6 out of the 8 teams correct because I had Cuba and I had Aussie, which yes. I will talk about them. We'll zero regrets.
No regrets for that one. They were a fun squad that I definitely underestimated, but we'll talk about them when we get to that Tokyo group in Group C. Colombia went 1-3. Panama went 1-3. I believe Colombia beat Panama. Panama's only win was against Canada, which was interesting there.
Yeah.
They did exactly what we kind of thought they would. These were the two teams I thought were making it out of the group, so it felt like status quo for me when looking at the results of this for this group. Your thoughts on this one?
First time in World Baseball Classic history of two things. A, Canada making out of groups. B, Cuba missing getting out of groups. Because Cuba has made it out of groups every single World Baseball Classic, which is why I took them. Why I thought that they were going to make it out. And it came down to the last game, which, so be it. So I expected Puerto Rico, even with them not having Lindor and not having Correa, and like missing a couple of pieces, I still liked Puerto Rico's team. And I still think Puerto Rico, who did they got in the they get Italy. That's gonna be a fun matchup. But I'm still gun ho with Puerto Rico. Like that was a team that I thought was gonna get out, and they did. So big fans of Puerto Rico. Cuba, so close to getting that one right. Colombia and Panama, we didn't expect anything from anyway.
Yeah. Group B. This one was a stunner. How about Italy?
I mean, we tried to tell you, right? We tried to tell you.
I mean, I had them making it out of the group. I had United States we had the United States on the top tier. We had Italy on make it out of group. Italy made it out of the group. USA did not look like a top tier team. Yep. Now I wonder if that was just they didn't really care about group play or I don't know what it was, but the intensity was not there from the United States in the group. Obviously, DeRosa forgot that the last game against Italy mattered.
Yeah.
Because he put in Yarborough he had Yarborough start a third inning of work. He had Goldschmidt in the lineup for how long? And he didn't pinch run for him. He didn't have Harper in the lineup. And he didn't have Terang in the lineup. Now
Henderson, some of them were a little bit weird, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really weird game. And I don't get some of the moves that DeRosa made, but maybe now that the games matter again, which they all mattered, United States will be good. Italy, I think they are definitely the biggest eye opener of this entire tournament at the moment.
Some people.
Some people. Mexico went 2-2. They fell out of the group. We were right on that one, putting them in win a game.
I was not high on Mexico.
Great Britain and Brazil, they were so bad that we almost had a 3-way tie for 3-1 teams on the top. Brazil was what we expected. They'll have to requalify. Great Britain with their one win over Brazil, are qualified into the next World Baseball Classic. Other than Italy winning the group over the United States, I felt like this group was about what we thought.
Yeah, I'll mention a stat because I ended up posting this stat up on the Twitter page, which if you guys are not following, go to linked in the description below. It's the Baseball Talk with the Old Brothers Twitter account. I tweeted this out a couple days ago. Ever since his first at bat home run against Great Britain to Brazil that started off.
Yeah,
Aaron Judge went 3 for 15 the rest of the time. That's not really that seems like a little bit. That's not what we expected from him. Also, Jazz Chisholm absolutely sucked. But besides berating on Yankees,
I mean Yarborough wasn't good either.
Huh?
Yarborough wasn't good either.
Yeah, but I was not as surprised from the United States. I know there was so much hype on them.
Yeah, because I mean that's one of the best rosters ever assembled.
Correct, but at the same time, I kind of figured that the United States might have not been. I was really actually kind of rooting for Mexico because that would have been hilarious to see everybody's like, oh wow, they're the greatest roster ever, and then not make it out of pool play. I'm happy with Italy. That's a team that me and you were both saying, hey, deep run for Italy, and hey, they get Puerto Rico.
We almost put them in deep run, if I remember right.
Like I think they have a realistic chance to make it to the finals.
That game against Japan will be interesting, or Venezuela. Ooh, that's gonna be a fun matchup. Japan Venezuela. Watch out for that one.
I have a feeling I know I'm going with that one.
Yeah, me too. But
somebody tells me we're not on the same page.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not. But Group C, Japan went 4-0. They took care of business. None of those teams were really anywhere close to Japan, to be complete.
I want to make an argument against that, but go ahead.
Korea played them close. Australia played them close.
Czechia played them close.
Yeah, but just the sheer talent that's on Team Japan just outlasted them.
Correct.
They went 4-0. Korea and Australia went 2-2. The tiebreaker went to Korea by, I think, 1 run. Australia impressed me, and I know you were.
I want to talk about them. So
and then Chinese Taipei. They
also went 2-2.
They went 2-2. Czechia 0-4. Shout out to the electrician that was
4 1/3 shutout innings.
That was given a standing ovation as he was walking off the field. Very classy there by Japan. Japan did what they needed to do.
Yep.
It didn't feel like they weren't blowing teams out like the DR was, but they just did what they needed to do to advance to Miami, and I think that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Yeah, I will say, and this is the beauty of my day job. I start at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I got to listen to every single one of those games. First game, Japan versus Czechia, every morning game. First one of those was Japan versus Czechia. Japan versus Taipei. That game was over quick. By the time I turned on the game, it was already 8-0 or something like that. It was something stupid already. Then we got to see Aussies play. Aussies, and they took the first game against, I think they played Czechia the first game. They looked good. No, they played Taipei the first game, won. They played Czechia this next game, won that one. Played against Japan. They were up 1-0 going into the 7th. And they turned a double play. Challenged. He was safe. Yoshida hit a 2-run shot the next at-bat. Just like so close to getting out of that inning. And then 9th inning, they end up allowing, 8th inning, they end up allowing 2 runs. Australia ended up coming back with 2 home runs in the top half. We thought for a minute Australia had a shot, but then same deal with the last game, Australia versus Korea. Australia came down. They scored a run in the the bottom of the 8th, which made it 6-2. If that would have held, they would have won.
Yep.
But a error in the top of the 9th, ended up putting a runner on 3rd, sack fly, and that was it. And there goes my Aussies. But I liked what I was very, very, very impressed with Australia. Taipei put up a good fight. Czechia, I don't care what people say. That was a 0-0 game going into the 8th inning against Japan before they put up a 9 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Czechia, a hell of an effort for them too, because they played a close game against Australia. I believe that was 5-2.
Something like that.
They played a close-ish game against Korea. Like that, they were competitive. Besides the Japan, no, besides the Taipei game.
Other than Japan in that group, the rest of the group, rest of those teams felt, for this tournament standards, mid.
Yeah, but
like the 3 teams in the middle felt mid.
Exactly.
2-2 is the perfect record for them.
Yep.
Final group: Dominican Republic wins Group D. Venezuela went 3-1. Israel 2-2. Netherlands 1-3. Nicaragua 0-4. Not shocked. Nicaragua lost every single game.
Nope. Not shocked.
They were on the bottom there for us. I think they were them. Czechia and Brazil were the only teams on the bottom for us. Or did we have?
We had Panama.
We had Panama on the bottom.
We had all the right ones on the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of straightforward.
One team I was very disappointed with was the Netherlands. That went 1-3.
We kind of expected them to. They beat Nicaragua. That was the only game, and they barely beat Nicaragua.
Yeah, I was expecting. Yeah, Nicaragua could have won that game. That was the walk off by Ozzy Albies.
Correct.
I was kind of surprised they lost to Israel. I did not think Israel was good at all, and Israel going 2-2. Hats off to them. I thought Netherlands was going to be better than that though. So
I didn't really.
Venezuela, they did what they needed to do to make it out of the group. Looking at that group, I didn't think it was anyone other than DR and Venezuela. I really didn't.
I didn't think so either.
And I think Venezuela is a big threat. And yeah, they lost to the DR, but I think going further into this tournament, they're going to be a threat.
Fair. Dominican Republic was the best team there. And honestly, Dominican Republic was the best team in group stage or pool play in the entire tournament. And that's my number one team going into the quarterfinals and the semifinals and the final. Like, I realistically think Dominican Republic rolls all over everybody. And I predicted that back in December. I put out a tweet in December for Dominican Republic to win the World Baseball Classic. That was I kind of expected from them. Venezuela, that was ended up being a good game. What was 8-6? Venezuela and Dominican Republic?
No, Dominican. I think it was like 10-6, something like that.
I thought it was a lot closer than that.
I thought it was. It might have been a more blowout at one point, and it got closer. But
because I remember it being close.
In my head, that wasn't super close.
It was 7-5.
7-5. Oh wow, they did make it closer. Okay,
it was 7-5 because I tweeted out saying DR wins the group. Soto better than Judge. Anyways, I'm not surprised with Dominican Republic. I'm not really surprised with those standings at all. That's exactly where I expected everybody.
Yep. No, I agree as well. Which we'll make the transition. We'll look at the bracket and the kind of map out where we think this tournament's going to go. So let's get into this bracket, and this is exactly how it's going to play out. Because you can also tell the dates that they're playing on. Tomorrow we have a double header with the quarterfinals, Korea and Dominican Republic, and then United States and Canada. United States and Canada will be in Texas. Korea, Dominican Republic will be in Miami. So we'll start with the DR and Korea. I don't think this game is close. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I can't move teams and click teams along like that. But I think this is DR, and I think this is.
I think that's a very safe bet. Safe call is saying we're taking DR.
Yeah, I think DR advances. I don't think that's particularly close.
Dominican Republic's been the best team in the tournament so far. Yes, I'm 100% on that with you.
I think both games are a blowout tomorrow.
Hey, we get United States Canada Part 3.
Yeah, we get United States and Canada. As fun as Canada's team has been so far, their pitching's been awesome. That's one thing that Cal Quantrill looked great,
right,
against Cuba yesterday. Logan Allen was good. Like, their pitching staff was solid, and I just think that they're going to run into a lineup that is that can absolutely dominate them. And this is going to sound crazy, or maybe it doesn't. I think the United States losing to Italy was the best thing that could have happened to that team. Now we've awoken a beast. And now all of a sudden, there's your wake up call. There's your slap in the ass saying it's time to go. And the United States, I think, you'll see their best effort tomorrow, and they will take care of business against Canada. And I think it might be pretty close or a little bit bigger of a margin than we'll see Dominican Republic do to Korea. I think both games are a blowout tomorrow. I think the United States win by potentially double digits.
You're either going to see one of two.
It's either going to be 1-0 in the fifth, or it's going to be 12-1.
I was about to say, you're either going to know that it's over early,
or they're going to sweat,
or Canada's going to win that game outright. Would you be surprised if? Well, yes, I would be surprised if the United States doesn't come out strong. But the United States is either going to come out and win this game by 10 to 12 runs, or Canada's going to somehow pull it out. I think the far more likely thing is the United States winning.
Of course,
but that game could be closer than you think.
It absolutely could, and it would not be the biggest shock.
No.
I think it would be, because just United States hasn't played great baseball so far.
Correct.
But
that doesn't.
They're still the most talented roster, and I mean, when you're playing Brazil and Great Britain, are you really gonna? I mean, they won those games.
Doesn't matter. The DR was blowing out all their opponents.
Yeah. So
no, you.
I mean, they blew out Brazil and Great Britain, but
Britain was a lot. Yes, the final score was a 9-1. That one wasn't a total complete blowout.
That's fair. We'll move over to the other side, Puerto Rico and Italy. It's a fun one.
This side of the bracket's gonna have more fun games.
I think Italy continues on here, and this Italian team goes to the semifinals, where they're going to get an interesting matchup, whether it's Venezuela or Japan in that semifinal. And I thought Puerto Rico was a team I was going to win their group, or they're going to make it out of their groups, but I didn't really see that much further after that.
That's fair.
And I think in my original post, I have Puerto Rico over Italy. I'm flipping that. From what I've seen the Italians do in the group stage, what they did to America, I think they're scared of no one. And
I would agree.
And Puerto Rico is going to fall in the semifinal or in the quarterfinals to Italy.
I think I want to go Puerto Rico in this one. I think this one's probably going to be the closest of all the games. And at the end, here's the deal. Italy, if you want to have a chance, you must be winning going into the seventh inning. Because if there's one strength of Puerto Rico,
it's the bullpen.
They have the best bullpen in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
So if they want to have a shot, they need to be winning going into the seventh inning. And also, interesting fact, only team that has beaten Italy so far in the World Baseball Classic, or since Italy team was formed, that would be the Los Angeles Angels. They won 4-3 on a walk-off in spring training. So I thought that was funny. A little bit of a fun fact for you. But I like Puerto Rico in this one.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, that they are a team that absolutely should win.
Should. Doesn't mean they're going to, but should.
Talk about the best matchup where
I
was low-key, and I know, you're more higher on the DR. I wanted to see Venezuela beat the Dominican Republic last night, so we got a DR-Japan quarterfinal matchup.
No, I would much rather see Dominican Republic and Japan in the final.
I mean, I'm also rooting for the United States to win the whole thing. So I have a different point of view with that, but
I know
this is a really, really good match. I thought whoever did not win that group, that was going to be a good matchup. And by the way, so far for projected pitchers, nobody for Korea.
Didn't expect that.
Christopher Sanchez for the Dominican Republic.
Makes sense.
Struggled against Nicaragua.
Doesn't matter.
Logan Webb is a listed starter for the United States.
Good.
Nobody for Canada yet.
didn't expect anybody.
And then listed for it's TBD versus TBD for Puerto Rico and Italy.
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see that until tomorrow.
We do have a full pitching matchup for this one here. Ranger Suarez and Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I saw I saw Yoshinobu.
And my here's the thing. My original prediction heading into this tournament for a championship matchup could still be spot on, and I'm going to keep riding with that.
United States.
Venezuela will knock off the Japanese team and advance to the semifinals. I am so high on this Venezuela team. I think they can upset the United States. Like I think they can beat the United States in the championship game. I think they could beat the DR if they get that rematch. And I know the DR won the first matchup.
Yeah.
It's tough to beat a good team twice.
I agree.
And if we get a rematch, Venezuela and Dominican Republic in the championship game, which that would be absolute cinema.
I know we're American, whatever. I want to see Dominican Republic and Venezuela.
If you just want pure entertainment, absolutely.
If you want pure entertainment, that's going to be the pure entertainment.
But I give me Venezuela to advance to the semifinals.
As much as I was just hyping up Venezuela with you, I won't take Japan.
And it's tough to pick against this Japanese team. It absolutely is.
I think Japan makes it out. Because at the end of the day, and I'll quickly go through it, Dominican over Korea, United States over Canada, Puerto Rico over Italy, Japan over Venezuela, Dominican over the United States.
Oh, we were gonna get into that in a second.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, finish your breakdown. Japan, Venezuela, then we'll move on to our semifinals.
Japan over Venezuela. I think they have enough, and here's the deal with Japan. They have a plethora of starting pitching that they're going to use as relievers.
Yep. We'll move on to the semifinal. I think we both have the same matchup: the United States and the Dominican Republic. What a matchup this would be!
Yep.
And I mentioned that Italy game was going to be the slap in the ass, the wake up call for the United States, and I think they ride that into this game here because I'm trying to think who the Dominican Republic will use in the second game because they're using Christopher Sanchez first.
Sandy?
Would that be Sandy? It could be Luis Severino.
Sandy.
Either way, give me the Americans for a starting pitching advantage when you have Paul Skeens on the mound.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's probably only for 4 innings, maybe 5 innings. And actually, the pitch counts could be higher.
Yeah.
Now, it was 65 for the group stage. It will be higher.
It was 55 for group.
65.
It was 65?
65 for the group stage. I think that you have that type of pitching edge for in the beginning, and then you can go to some of these arms that the United States has in the bullpen that I think could be really solid. This is going to be an absolute. I will watch every last pitch of USA Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah,
the USA comes out on top and advances to the finals.
Juan Soto with the walk off.
Oh man,
that would be fun for American rooting Yankee fans. I'm all in. I'm all in on DR. Here's the thing. I've been all in on the DR for a while now, so I'm not gonna hop off my little wagon now. DR to the finals.
Fair. And then we have totally different semifinal matchups, and we're gonna have a totally different championship game from each other. I have Italy taking on Venezuela. I think this is unfortunately the end for the Italians. It's been an awesome ride to watch this Italian team, even though they knocked off the United States. This Italy team is so much fun, and it'll be interesting next World Baseball Classic to see them come back and hopefully do something very similar. And one thing I hope to see next World Baseball Classic, give me more Italian-born players. When Spencer Arrighetti is your right? Arrighetti is the only one.
I think he might have been. There was a couple.
No, it wasn't Spencer Arrighetti. It's that Angels pitcher.
Zerpa?
No.
I'll pull it up for you.
There was an Italian-born pitcher. I'm just drawing a blank on his name, but all the other ones are Americans, basically. So I want to see more Italians play for Team Italy. But Venezuela knocks off Italy in the semifinals to advance to play the United States and hope for a little revenge from 2023.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Italy's roster for you. Sam
Aldegheri.
Aldegheri is the only. And then Claudio Scotti was also born in Italy,
but he's not a Major League Baseball player. But yeah,
By the way, the outfielder for Kansas City,
Jack Caglione.
Caglione.
Yeah, Cags.
It's not Caglione. It's Caglione because it's Italian. But anyways, I had Puerto Rico and Japan. I don't think this one's close. I did take Japan. And I think Japan gets back to the finals again, and looks to defend their crown against the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and for me, looking at the quarterfinals there, it feels like that Venezuela-Japan matchup is a semifinal matchup.
It is.
And I don't want to completely count out Puerto Rico or Italy. I don't want to do that, but
I'm going to.
But the stature of Japan Venezuela is way higher than the other two. So I have Venezuela, United States. You have Japan and Dominican Republic. I'm continuing to ride with the USA. Like I said, I think the loss against Italy woke the beast. That is the best roster in this whole tournament. One thing I really like in that bullpen, potentially, or as a starter role, is Joe Ryan replacing Clayton Kershaw. That's something we shouldn't go overlooked. And this is a game that the championship game could probably be a McLean, Joe Ryan, a McLean Joe Ryan type of piggyback, which could be interesting. And then it's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck for both teams. But I think at the end of the day, the United States, if they go up against Venezuela, it'll be a close, competitive game. They will pull off the win. And I still think the United States wins the World Baseball Classic.
It's going to be a hell of a year for Mr. Juan Soto because he's going to win a World Baseball Classic. He's going to win an MVP. He's going to win a World Series. He's going to win a World Series MVP. Man, it's going to be a really big year for Juan Soto. Give me the Dominican Republic to win it all. And that should come as a surprise to absolutely nobody. But give me DR all day. Team that I'm going to be riding. I even have a Dominican Republic hat now. So I found that at a store the other day, and it was like $13 for the hat. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I have one of these hats now. I'm excited, but I'm all in on the DR train.
Yeah. But that is the video here for World Baseball Classic group recap and bracket predictions. Let us know in the comment section below who's winning the World Baseball Classic. Is it the United States? Is it the Dominican Republic? Is it Japan? Is it Venezuela? Is it Italy? Is it Canada? Is it Korea? Puerto Rico? Let us know down in the comment section below. Anything, Tim, you want to say before we head on out?
No, should be good.
That's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Baseball Talk with your brothers. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.